There are a couple things that the online provides for us. We have with adult learners who they work a full-time job and they can't necessarily make class on campus. They use those online courses to achieve their degree, still continue working towards their degree. Our on-campus students use it if it doesn't fit into their schedule, if they have a class conflict. They use the online classes to subsidize that. Or if they do better, they have a better learning style. Some of our students, they don't necessarily like the on-campus, or they don't do as well. They go online and they've really excelled using the online format.
No question about the quality, including the resumes of the teachers. And I might say something to you about one of the science courses in particular, that we vetted through the University of St. Louis, the University of Missouri at St. Louis, as a part of our associate degree designed for transfer to University of Missouri. I was somewhat doubtful that they would approve an online lab science course, but it passed with flying colors. They were enthusiastic about it.
A lot of it's self-motivated. I had to, research it myself and do the work myself, and so it wasn't like just sitting there and listening to a lecturer. I was actually learning it for myself, and that made it easier to retain the information and grasp it.
It is a lot less expensive. You get a lot for what you pay for. Frankly, it's a good value. I would say, as anecdotal evidence, I experienced the instructor platform, both teaching in the consortium, but also in a course that I developed myself. It may have taken me a grand total of 20 minutes to learn how to use the instructor portal, and that's it. Whereas other portals I've looked at, both as a student, having been an online learner a little bit, and as a faculty member, it's much easier. The simplicity of the system is amazing from my perspective. I did open the manual once, but didn't really need to. In about 20-30 minutes, I learned how to use the entire system, and that has come true. Many of our faculty that have begun using the system have found it extremely easy to use with very little training. Very little. It's very intuitive. It's very streamlined. It has no fat. It's not overdone at all, and yet it is so streamlined. Everything's where it should be. Everything is consolidated in a location that makes it easy for an instructor to do grading, forum discussions, and anything else an instructor would do online, uploading materials. All of those things that an online instructor would do is extremely easy through that system. And also the instructional designer portion of the system, which I've used as well, not as an instructor, but designing a course, is very easy to use. It takes a bit more training because it is a more complicated process, of course, than just facilitating a course. But that has gone really well too, and several of our other faculty that are a little tech challenged have still been able to really grab onto it and do it very well with, again, a fairly low level of training.
We're in business to train and educate. So I said, when it comes to the place where these classes are quality of our regular traditional program, then we'll look at it.
I've never had any experience with online education before, but I think it was an easy transition into learning how to do online courses. The directions are all step-by-step on how to do everything. I pretty much independently figured out exactly what I needed to do to achieve the credits. So,
knowledge elements had the answers.